as we advise always, that before we place eggs to our brooded hen, you try it for a night or 2 days. This hen has been here for 2 days now, but it has been given these fake eggs. Guys, these are fake eggs. These are unhatched turkey eggs. So I decided to give it to this hen for the past 2 days. Now it is time to give it good eggs. You're seeing here are the good eggs. So what we are doing, we have to clean these eggs, then we place on this hen. In this video, we are talking about how to store fertile eggs for hatching and how to clean these eggs before hatching. Mzee Chicks is my name. Always here to see everyone is doing chickens. Of course, I'm the world's best chicken dad. Storing these fertile eggs for hatching, it starts all the way from where these eggs are laid. First and foremost, we have to keep on collecting these eggs from where they are laid, and we store them as we're going to see in this video. Don't be leaving there these laid eggs where they are laid just because they may be contaminated by these other hens, and there they contract germs. Then you have to collect them just because you are avoiding them to be broken by these other hens. So you keep on collecting these eggs. We always advise to store these eggs before, or to hatch these eggs before 7 days, but it is okay, you can store even these eggs more than 7 days. But the only reason or things we have to consider here are the one we are looking at in this video. First and foremost, we have to consider temperatures and humidity. With the temperatures, of course, as these eggs are laid by these hens, they are laid at high temperature, or an egg is at that body temperature of the hen, and it takes it 4 hours to come down to normalize to these storing temperatures. But what we do, as it is laid there in the laying nest, it is left there for that time, or you correct it and you place it somewhere to cool down. Then afterwards, of course, we know very well these temperatures favorable for storing our eggs. It should be not more than 27 degrees Celsius or not below 4 degrees Celsius. Of course, we have those people, these first farmers there, who can't even manage to measure temperatures where he or she is going to store these eggs. But at least just get to that room. No, it's not approached by this sunlight, or it is not as low as below 4 degrees Celsius. The favorable temperatures to store our fertile eggs for hatching, it's between 18 degrees Celsius, 13 degrees Celsius, and 8 degrees Celsius. Those are favorable temperatures to store our eggs for hatching. But what you have to put into consideration, don't exceed, temperatures should not exceed 27 degrees Celsius or below 4 degrees Celsius. But you have to keep your eggs in the middle there. That room you've chose, that room you have in, we always advise to put it on room temperature. There, what I know, we are playing around those temperatures we are talking about. Then we have also to consider about, or to mind about, humidity. With the humidity, this one, it is not complicated. It's easy to get this humidity, favorable for storing our fertile eggs for hatching. And the humidity should be between 50 and 85%. Then, as we are storing these eggs, these fertile eggs for hatching, before hatching, if you want it to rust or to take a long before going bad, or if you want to stay fresh before hatching, then we have to mind about the position. Position, when I talk about position, I mean how we're going to place. How are you placing these eggs? Where are you storing them? Just as you're seeing, these eggs are placed on these paper trays. Paper on these eggs, on these paper eggs trays, as you're seeing. But you have to mind about how you positioning it there. Here we have to position is we have to consider. There's what we call upright at an angle. Upright at an angle. When we talk about upright, we mean, as you see, these eggs are placed upright at an angle. As you see, point side, it is facing down. Then this bigger side where we have air space, it is one facing upwards. But as we place these eggs just like this, we have to mind also these eggs should be at an angle. Come and we show them. Should be at an angle. As you're seeing, this is the egg tray where you're placing these eggs. If you're using this egg tray, as you're seeing mine here, you should place this egg at an angle. It is upright and the sharp edge is pointing down, but you should put it there at an angle, as you're seeing this one, at an angle, just like this, just like this, just like this, just like this. We advise to put it upright down fine, but we have to put also it at an angle. That is one way of positioning these eggs. Then another way we can position these eggs, it is lying on its sides. Lying on its sides. As we talk about lying on its sides, where are you going to place this egg? It should be placed there flat, as you're seeing. It should be placed there flat, as you're seeing, just lying on its sides, just like that. That one is also a good way of storing these eggs, just lying as this. That one also, it's also a good way of storing these eggs. So we have two ways to position these eggs. One, we said upright at an angle. If you're placing it here or in the egg tray, try to put it there at an angle, but the sharp edge pointing down. If you're not placing it, if you don't want to put it there just like that, just put it there in the egg trays, pointing this sharp edge pointing down, just as you're seeing this egg tray. It's in this plastic container. Where are you going to place this plastic container containing having this egg trays? You just put it there at any angle, just as you're seeing this one. Put it there, but this plastic container, it is slanting, just as you're seeing. Eggs are there in the egg trays pointing down. They are there upright down, but again the container, it is slanting. So that is what we call upright at any angle, just as you're seeing this. Yes. Then afterwards, that's what we call positioning. But again, after positioning, there is what we call turning these eggs. We have also to consider turning these eggs. We are talking about eggs we have to store for more than 7 days. And if you want to get good hatching results for these fertile eggs, these are things you have to put into consideration. We're talking about turning these eggs. We also keep turning these eggs before hatching if you want them to stay fresh. With turning these eggs, here we mean if it happens, if you're using this method of upright at an angle, what you do, this time this plastic container, it is slanting this side. Then next take maybe once in a day, then even you turn this plastic container also facing the other side. There we shall be turning these eggs. This time round it is facing this side. Then once in a day, turn it to face the other side. Or if you just slanting, putting these eggs slanting in this egg trays, if it is facing this side, then as we come to turn it, it should face this side. There we have already turned. Then if you're using the other method of lying on its sides, what you have to do, you have to turn it 360 degrees. If it's lying on this side or it's lying on side A, if you come to turn it, you let it to lie on side B. Here it helps us just for one reason. Our egg yolk, it's less dense than membrane. So if it's here on one side for the all of these days you're storing this egg, just it will float on the membrane, hence decreasing the chances of developing of this embryo. So that is it. Then another thing, it's all about how we transport. You find that sometimes we transport these eggs for long distances to where we're going to hatch them. This one we are talking about, it's not only about considering to put it on these to give these mother hens, but it's also that's what we have to do even if we're going to put these eggs into an incubator. So you find that where you're going to hatch these eggs or where you're taking these eggs to an incubator, it is a bit a long distance. What you do, when you reach there, these eggs, let them to rest for 12 to 24 hours. When you reach there, place these eggs on the temperatures we are talking about, and you let them to rest for 12 to 24 hours before placed in an incubator. But just let the incubator be ready. After these hours, then you place these eggs in an incubator. Lastly here, egg candling is also very important. We always candle these eggs during the hatching period, but also we can candle, and it is very advisable to candle. If you have access, you can candle these eggs before placing in an incubator or placing under these hens. This will help us to know to select these correct eggs. We can also be able to see through inside the eggs, and we see good eggs for hatching, just like that. So it is also very important if you can candle these eggs before placing on these hens or placing in the incubator. As we fall, or what we've talked about, you will be increasing the hatchability for these eggs. It is the right way or the correct way to store these fertile eggs for hatching.